don't need a coach. You don't need a coach. Yes, people, how is every single person doing out there? Well, where can I start? Arsenal lose to Everton. Yes, Arsenal lose to Everton. The first time since 1996, people. That's how bad it is right now for us. We are breaking all sort of records, and I'm not entirely sure how to analyze this game because, let's be honest, the whole event of today was overshadowed by the Arsenal protests and all whatnot. And I think many people's minds are on that. A lot of people probably didn't watch the game just because of that protests. And I'm afraid today I am not going to be picking. I'm not going to be picking a lot of people to come into the studio today because it's going to be a solo one for me. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you put a thumbs up? Because let me just see if you guys can hear me. Hang on a minute. All right. I think you guys can hear me because I know I have a lot of issues with my internet, and I'm not entirely sure if you guys can hear me. Hello, James. How are you doing? James, sorry, Tade, but get in there. Listen, man, at the end of the day, you guys deserve to win. Yes, you guys deserve to win the game. Let's be very honest with you. There were some times that you guys just looked better than us. You guys had the better attempts. The Arsenal team just didn't really have good attempts like you guys did. We looked very blunt going forward. Let's be very honest. What about Leno? What about Leno? That was unbelievable. That was absolutely unbelievable. I have no idea what happened there with Leno. It is one of those games where you're just like, what the hell was he thinking of? What the hell was he thinking of? You know, I think his concentration level was not there, Leno, and maybe that was one of the reasons he kind of slipped through, because that was a routine save. That was absolutely a routine save, and I have no idea why he kind of messed up there. I don't know, man. I can only blame the manager for this season. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns about this team. I keep telling you guys about this team, but it's like all of you don't want to listen to me about the team, right? First and foremost, we all knew that we're going to have a problem up front today. Every single person knew we're going to have a problem up front today. It's either Nketiah, it's either Martinelli. It's either Nketiah, it's either Martinelli. Let's look at the game as a whole. We were blunt going up front today. We were blunt going forward. We didn't look like we had any intention whatsoever. We didn't look like we wanted to score. It was almost like they hadn't trained together. Do you know what I mean? And this is the essence of having players that already gel in the team. We really missed Lacazette today. It's very obvious we missed Lacazette. There is absolutely no doubt about that. We definitely missed Lacazette. And I think this is one of the reasons why we believe we should have a big squad. We should have a big squad, a squad that can fill in the spaces of some of these players when they go out injured. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. It's going to be a very quick one today, like I said. Unfortunately, I am not putting out the link for anyone to come to the studio. I apologize for that. I really do apologize for that, guys. It's going to be a solo one today because I have to finish quickly and I have to wake up very, very early tomorrow. I need to be somewhere tomorrow and I need to be, there very early. I need to wake up as early as 6 tomorrow. So it's going to be a quick one for me today. James Dunlop, I didn't think we played well, to be honest, but I'll take it. Leno should be doing better there. Listen, whether or not you guys didn't play well, the most important thing is that you guys had the better chances than Arsenal. Everton had the better chances than Arsenal. Sigurdsson hit the bar. There was the chance from Richarlison. Fair play to Leno. Leno did very well in that particular attempt, and maybe Calvert-Lewin should have done better with the reflexes, because he missed it. Which other chance did you guys have? Obviously, the goal, that was a chance in itself. So there was this save, there was this block from Leno. Leno put in a good block. I can't remember who was attempting to score the goal. Was it Calvert-Lewin or was it Richarlison? I can't remember now. But listen, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, all I can say is we only have ourselves to blame. We only have ourselves to blame. But I'm not going to get too pissed. Honestly, I'm not going to get too pissed. I was having a joke with someone on Twitter because obviously they're saying that Randy's going to come here and rant about Leno because he doesn't like Leno. But at the end of the day, really, apart from Leno making that mistake, were we really threatening today? We weren't really threatening. We weren't threatening. And this is the whole summary of the season for Arsenal Football Club. It's the whole okay, look at Thomas Partey today, people. Look at Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey was losing. Do you guys realize that Thomas Partey lost the ball much more times than Xhaka loses the ball in one game? Do you guys realize that? The first half, he was losing the ball right, left, and center to Thomas Partey, right? He was really, 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 really poor. Let the truth be told, people. He was really, really, really poor, Thomas Partey. Yes, and then he went on to get the yellow card. And I was thinking at some point, perhaps, just perhaps, if I was the coach, I would take him out in the second half. But I think he kind of grew into the game a little bit, and was too mature to make stupid mistakes. So I give him kudos for that. But generally speaking, I'm trying to think who really impressed. Even Saka was not on it today. Fair play to Ceballos. Ceballos had the shot that Pickford saved. Fair play to him. You know, who else was in the game today? Xhaka. Xhaka, for me, that goal that we conceded, the goal that Leno conceded, Xhaka was dribbled too easily, just too easily in that game. The way they passed him like he wasn't there. They breezed past him like it was just a trunk of a tree standing right there. It was just too easy. And I think what must have happened is Richarlison must have seen that, you know what, this particular guy, right, is easy to dribble past. So I'm just going to give it a try. And that's exactly what happened. So I would say, honestly speaking, it was a shambolic display. It was really shambolic. I was praying for a draw at some point, and I was also praying we're gonna get that penalty, but that penalty obviously was chucked off. So listen, at the end of the day, it's what it is. Tiny Rick, what's up, man? First of all, why aren't we scoring? We have lost a lot of games by 1-0. That is what I'm trying to say. We are not scoring because even our two best strikers are not firing on all cylinders today. They are not firing. In Lacazette and Aubameyang, unfortunately, they're both out. One is injured, the other one is in the sick bed. I wish them quick recovery. But the point of the whole matter is our best strikers are not at par with the best strikers in the Premier League right now. They are not performing. And then the people on the bench, would you expect them to do a bit better? Probably not. Probably not. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Joshua, I'm not sure what you mean by this. Maybe this is a curse. Hey, thank you very much, Joe, for the tip. Thank you very much, Joe. I really appreciate this tip. I really do. Thanks a lot for supporting my ministry. I really appreciate this from you, Joe. I really do. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Sigurdsson on the free kick hitting the bar. Yeah, that for me was a chance. Whether you like it or not, it was a chance. James Dunlop, too predictable. I describe when you guys have the ball. Exactly. It's almost like you know what we want to do. And let's be very honest, right? In the midfield, right, the Everton players really choked the midfield. They didn't let the players do, our players do as much as they should. They really closed down every single pass. They closed down all the channels. They were closing down every single player. It's almost like Rodriguez was all over the place. I saw him running from right, from left. You guys really worked very hard. And for me, I would say you guys deserve the victory, in my opinion. I would say you guys deserve the victory. But listen, without further ado, like I said, I need to be out of here as quickly as possible. So I'm not going to be wasting too much time talking today. But let's just do the player ratings, people. Let's do the player ratings. Martinelli, I am not entirely sure about Martinelli today, I have to say, because obviously he came in at 70th minute. And I don't know if I really want to give him a rating. I mean, apart from the attempt I had, towards the last minute when he kind of tried to poke a chance and Pickford saved it, I would say he didn't do much in the game. So I'll probably be skipping him right now. I'm going to be skipping him. Yeah, I'll be skipping him today. Willian as well. Willian came in. He didn't do much. I'm going to be skipping him. Let's talk about Pepe. I don't know what you guys think about Pepe, but the commentator today was saying that Pepe was the best player we had going up top. Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree with that? Because I don't know if I'm gonna choose anybody as the best today up top, because they were all blunt. I mean, apart from the cross that he gave at the last minute that I expected someone to be there, I'm not entirely sure he did much today. Let's be honest. So when the commentator said he was the best player going up top, I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think, man. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think today, what did he do? Did he have any attempt on goal today? Did he give any shot on target? Did he create as much chances today? There were some chances he gave back. There was a chance he tried to give to Nketiah that got cut off by Holgate. Yeah, Holgate. He got cut off by Holgate. There was also another chance that I think he gave to Ceballos. He got cut off as well. I think that same chance where Ceballos didn't go down, I think that was from him. But really, it wasn't any chance that was threatening. He didn't create chances that were gonna, give the player that he gave the ball a perfect chance to score. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Honestly, today, I think he was poor. I'm going to give him a 3. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 3. I didn't see much from him today. I didn't. Pablo Mari. I think Pablo Mari, for me, apart from the fact that he conceded, which wasn't really his fault, let's be honest. It wasn't really his fault. I felt that in some cases he held his own. I can remember the first chance we had in the first half. No, the first chance Everton had in the first half. A cross for Digny. I think that cross went all the way to Calvert-Lewin. He actually got in the way of Calvert-Lewin today. He got in the way of Calvert-Lewin, and I'll say that he did very well to put Calvert-Lewin off balance. And sometimes he cleared some balls. He headed some balls away. I think he was steady. I think Pablo Mari for me was Pablo Mari. But the fact that we considered the goal, was it down to bad defending from him? Or was it just down to the mistake? I feel it was a mistake from Leno that caused that goal. If not, we'll probably be keeping a clean sheet today. You know what I mean? And just because we considered the goal, I'm going to be giving him an average today. I'm going to be an average score today, just because we considered the goal. I'm not giving him this 5 because I felt he was a very bad player. Do you know what I mean? I'm giving him because we considered the goal, even if it wasn't really his fault, because the defender is judged by how many clean sheets in most cases, right? Although they are judged by the tackles, they're judged by the headers, they're judged by the interceptions and all that. And I felt sometimes he did the interceptions quite well. He did what he could when he was called upon. He was steady, he was calm as usual. So yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah. Yeah, I think 5 is fair for him. 5 is fair for him. Hey, big up to you, Mossy boy. How you doing, man? I'm so sorry today. I really apologize, guys. I'm not getting anyone in today. I really apologize. I hope you guys forgive me. I really apologize. I really need to speed up today. I need to speed up, and when you guys are in here, it takes a bit longer, and I need to be early tomorrow. So I apologize. We'll get back to getting you guys back into the studio for the next game. So 5. Wow, Mossy boy, you and I agree on something. Wow, what's going on, man? What is going on? Jesus Christ. What's going on? This is a new name. This is a new name. This is definitely Nigerian. Let me see if I can pronounce his name. Obiye Tombara. Oh no, Obiye Tombara. Yes, Obiye Tombara Adokie. No, Obiye Tombara Adokie. I think I got the name right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm talking rubbish, slap me. I hope I got this name right. Obi. Oh shit, I'm chopping my mouth now. I'm just gonna shut up. Anyway, Mari had a fair game, but big up to you, man. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for coming to my channel. I really appreciate you. What is going on here? Joe, you're just blessing me today, man. You are blessing me. What's going on, man? What is going on, Joe? Thanks a lot for another tip, man. What? Much love. Much love, bro. Much love. What the? Thanks a lot. Tade, you finally saw that Thomas Partey is world class at losing the ball. I think you finally went to Specsavers. Saka is the next world class player for Arsenal. Oh my days, man. Oh my days. Can you just leave Thomas Partey alone? Can you leave Thomas Partey alone? For God's sake. For God's sake. Do you know what? I'm not even going to lie, right? You're right about Thomas Partey, and I'm going to get to him when I do the ratings. I felt he was really, really poor, but I'm gonna park that until I get to his ratings, right? But thanks a lot for the tip again. This is 2 tips, man. Honestly, I really appreciate you doing this. I really do. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Hey, James Banzi. Oh my days, James Banzi, how are you doing? Is this the same James Banzi that I've been chatting with? Because this is a different name from what you have on Instagram. I think this is you. Like I said, guys, if you're just joining, I really, really apologize that I'm not getting a lot of people in today. I really do, because I need to speed things up. I need to finish quite early today. And then I've got my AFTV interview as well. And normally I'm the one keeping them waiting. I need to do it quickly and I need to go to bed early. I'm waking up at 6 tomorrow. So I need to speed things up. I really apologize, guys. Unfailingly, the next game, I'm going to be, going back to the usual, getting you guys into the studio as usual. I love to talk to you guys. You know that. I really apologize for that. Okay. James Banzi, let's concentrate on the Europa League. The league was done dropping 2 points against Fulham. Get Kroenke out, get in someone who will be ready to buy or overhaul this team. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a really fair point. Listen, at the end of the day, right, let's be very honest. This protest that is going on today at the Emirates, unfortunately, I couldn't go. And I tried to do a show earlier with Igal. Igal was live, but I think Igal's network was very poor, as well as my network. So I had to delete the video. I was going to, give you guys live correspondence from the Emirates. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, like I said, due to internet issues. Listen, at the end of the day, right, the only way we can get Kroenke out is if the man is willing to sell. I'm not going to lie. Or maybe if he has some nightmares, thinking about all the images that were on TV today, Kroenke out. Unless that man has nightmares, I don't think he's ever going to sell. But the only way we can keep pressuring this man to sell is if he keeps seeing his name in the negative light. If he keeps seeing his name in the negative light, definitely, I think he's going to be selling the club. And let's be like, we also had today, there's this guy, is it Daniel Ek, the owner of Spotify? I don't know if you guys have heard. He said that he's definitely up for buying Arsenal if Kroenke is willing to sell. I think the guy is worth about 4 billion, I think 3 to 4 billion or so. The owner of Spotify, he's a young guy, and he said he's an Arsenal fan. So who knows? Just maybe if he gives him a very strong bid, a takeover, who knows? He's going to be able to buy Arsenal. Liam Vince, good evening to you, man. How are you doing? Oh yes, I definitely know you're Nigerian. This name is definitely Nigerian. You did okay with the pronunciation. Hey! All right, James Dunlop, big up to you, man. Thanks for coming as usual. Thanks for coming. Harry, this manager needs to go ASAP. I feel that the owners need to go ASAP. That's the only way we can get a way forward, Harry. This is my opinion. Like I said, the players in the team, they're not good enough. Yes, just maybe, Arteta needs to improve. But like I said, I will only judge him next season if these owners are saying that they're going to keep to their word and, buy all the players we want. Then perhaps, just perhaps, maybe I'll be the first person to say Arteta needs to go. But I'm going to wait till next season before I, make my claims about that. Yeah, bro, Tade, it's Hercules. Yeah, I thought as much. I'm sorry. Next week, I'll try as long as the link is there. You are definitely invited to come in and share your thoughts. All right. Bad for Leno today. Yes, definitely bad for Leno. Do you know what? Let me move to the next player quickly. Let me move to the next. Okay, Leno. We're going to Leno now. Listen, people. Let's analyze this fairly, right? The first chance that Everton had, he did a very great save there. A very great save. He was able to put it out of the path of Calvert-Lewin. I don't know if he did actually put it out of the path. I think he put it in the path of Calvert-Lewin, but Calvert-Lewin was very poor. But I will still say it was a great save. Whether we like it or not, it was a great save from Leno. But then again, Richarlison gives another attempt today. And I'm just thinking, what was he thinking, people? What was he thinking? I actually feel that he felt it was a routine save. I don't know, Akuma. I don't know what you feel about this, Akuma. You are a goalkeeper. I think it was a lack of concentration. He was so sure he was going to get that ball and didn't really secure it. So I feel it was a case of it was supposed to be a routine save and he wasn't concentrating on it. And the ball slipped through his hands. I feel today he probably had a greasy glove or something, because I have no idea how that ball went through his hands. It was a very, 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 very poor attempt. It's one of those things where I believe that it can happen to anybody. Let's be very honest. It can happen to anyone. We're not perfect. It's just painful that when we need a win, when we desperately need a win, And at that time, then he makes that mistake. It is really painful and it's difficult to swallow. Do I feel sorry for him? Yes, I feel sorry for him, because I felt it was one of those very easy saves that he was entirely sure he had it secured, and he slipped through his legs. And unfortunately, I am not here to be sentimental. I am here to give you a rating, and I would say, because that mistake was single-handedly by him. Let's be honest. He tried to make up for it. Remember when he went up top to try and attack the ball? You could see that he really, really wanted to make up for it. Even when he fouled the player in the 18-yard box when we were trying to attack at the last 1 minute. So honestly speaking, I would say I'll give him, just because of that mistake. That mistake is too poor. I'll give him a 2. Yeah, I'll give him a 2. Because whether we like it or not, he made the initial save, and without that save, we probably have considered already. So I have to be fair about this. Yes, Liam, you're giving him 0. Akuma, you feel it was relaxed? Definitely, he was definitely relaxed. Leno is lucky you don't have 0 in the rating. For me, Leno is a 1. Yeah, I'm giving him a 2 because we cannot ignore the save that he made. I'm sorry, but I cannot ignore the initial save that he made. Yes, the negative things always overshadows the positive things. And unfortunately, that's the way life is, because that's how we see things. But let's not forget, he made a save earlier on. And I feel that without that save, probably would have even considered more goals today. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't care what he's thinking. Oh my God, Mossy Boy is angry, man. Mossy Boy, come on, Tade. Don't make excuses for Leno. He was poor. Did you hear me make any excuses? You see, this is the thing, right? I'm making a fair assessment, and you're saying I'm making excuses. What excuse did I make for him? Like, are you telling me you don't make mistakes in your life? Everyone makes mistakes. And all I said was, I felt it was a routine save, and I felt he should have done better. That's not an excuse. What I said is possible that he felt it was a routine save, and he felt he had it secure. And, just like what Akuma said, he was relaxed. So I'm not making no excuses for him. I am just saying it exactly how I think it is. Because that ball was too easy. It was just too easy. It was too easy. It's almost like he felt he had everything secured, and the ball went through his palms and went through his legs. It was really poor from him. I'm not, no doubt, it is definitely poor from him. But then again, am I going to ignore the initial save he did? That's the question, Mossy Boy. Do you want me to ignore the first save he did? I wouldn't ignore the first save he did. Do you know what I mean? I can't ignore it. He saved us in the first attempt from Richarlison. That's the honest truth. So I'm not going to ignore that all because he made a bad mistake. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he made a very terrible mistake. I am not saying he didn't make it. He made a terrible mistake. And he also made a good mistake. So now I have to be fair with my figures that I'm giving him. And I think a 2 is fair. A 2 is fair. If he was poor all around without making any save and making all the errors, probably I'd give him a 0, a 1. Do you know what I mean? So I'm only being fair here. Akuma, bad technique when making the save. His legs were far too open. I agree. I totally agree with you. Because I think there is a way you goalkeepers save those kind of balls. You put one leg down, and I think the other leg up. You put one leg down, right? Like it's almost like you kneel on one leg, right, to cover up the hole between your two legs, and the other leg is up. I think that's how you guys make it. I might be talking rubbish, but Akuma, you might probably be able to tell me a little bit better than that. Asaman, are you enjoying your manager's football? Only 13 losses and 1.2 goals per game. Enjoy your manager. We are the laughing stock of football. Have a good evening. Okay, have a good evening to yourself as well, Asna Manik. Good night. Hey, evening. What's up, Olara? How you doing? What's good? Okay, you're giving him a 1, right? That's fine. I give him a 2. I don't see the difference between 1 and 2. Tadeda is a normal routine save. Exactly what I said. I think it's a normal routine save. Like I said, I am not here to be vindictive. I'm here to be fair with my assessment. And I think I've been fair with my assessment. It's all that simple. This is my rating today, and I will do as I please. Nketia. All right. Obviously, on my show yesterday, I had Akuma and I had Nathaniel. They said Nketia should have started this game for a few reasons, because they feel that he'll want to make up for some of the lost time and also maybe want to prove a point right? And I think the only person that said Martinelli should have started that game was Mossy Boy. Well, unfortunately, he came today, and honestly speaking, I didn't really see much from him. He tried to close down some of the defenders sometimes. There were a few flicks. I think it was a flick he gave to Ceballos, but I don't think he really impacted the game, in my opinion. I don't think he impacted the game in whatever capacity today, and this just goes to show that when our two best strikers are out of the game, this is what we have to deal with. When our two best strikers are out of the game, this is the next number 9 we have on the team, which is what I'm trying to say about the quality that we have in the squad. The quality that we have in the squad is way below par, and we're not going to get anywhere with players like this. And this is the reason why we are hoping that the likes of Lacazette and the likes of Aubameyang come back. We are praying that they come back, because we're at a point now where we know this season is done. Let's be very honest. This season is done. Everton have beaten us for the first time since 1996 at home. I think there was under record from Wolves this season. There was under record from Burnley this season. So it's been a very, 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 very bad season. And for a striker, the only attempt I can remember this guy having was, can you guys remember the attempt that he tried to turn in, tried to take a shot, and he hit a defender? I think that's the only attempt Nketiah had today. So honestly speaking, guys, I think it was really poor. It was really, really poor. I'm going to be giving him a 2. You give Burns a 3. Well, that means you're actually more generous than I am. Do you know what I mean? You're more generous than I am. You give Nketiah a 3. Now I'm giving him a 2. I'm sticking to 2 for this one. Nketiah did not do anything very poor. Okay, did not do anything very poor as always. Yeah, he was really poor. He was really, really poor today. Let's talk about this guy, Emile Smith-Rowe. I think for me today, Emile Smith-Rowe was sort of surrounded by a lot of the Everton players. I felt the Everton players, the likes of Gomez, Allen, even Rodriguez was doing some dirty jobs today by closing down players. Honestly speaking, that midfield, Sigurdsson, they really, really choked the midfield. And I think it was quite difficult for him to be able to operate today. I didn't really see, there were sometimes he drifted to the right-hand side of the field, there were sometimes he drifted to the left-hand side. I don't know. I didn't really see that Emile Smith-Rowe that we're expecting. And this is the thing about playing a better opposition, right? If you're playing a better opposition, you would actually see the cracks in the team, right? Obviously, we played against Sheffield the other day. We were playing our tiki-taka and all that. We could play what we wanted to play because obviously they were a weaker opposition. But now we've met a better opposition in Everton, right? And I think Alan was on point today. The likes of James Dunlop, who are Everton fans, they should be proud of the likes of Alan today. Alan was on point today. You had the likes of Sigurdsson, who has a shot in him. Obviously, Sigurdsson hit the bar today. They were still doing the dirty work. They were closing down every single player in there. And I felt Emile Smith-Rowe couldn't operate. He tried his best. He tried to do what he could. But did he really create any chance today? On top of my head, I can't remember any chance he created. I don't think he created any chance today. He was attacking midfield in the team. Not any shot on target. Not any assists. Some sideways passes. Honestly, today, I think the overall team today was really, really poor. And I'm probably going to give him a 3 as well. Yeah, I don't know what he did today. I don't know what you guys are thinking. What you guys think about Emile Smith-Rowe. Nketiah 2 for me. What's going on? What's going on, man? Mossy boy, you and I are kind of having a very, very similar rating today. Not for every player, but at least from players, we're having similar ratings. What's going on, man? What is going on? Nketiah deserves a 3. I thought he would be much worse. I don't know about Nketiah getting a 3, man. I think a 2 is just perfect for him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'll give him a 2 because for a striker, you expect him to be a bit more, enthusiastic about the game. You expect him to make the defenders feel that he's actually there, to make him feel his presence. And I don't think they felt his presence today. Listen, Chambers, guys, I have to say something about Chambers, right? Chambers is not a right back. He is not a right back. But personally, I'm not going to lie, guys. I prefer these guys to Bellerin and Suarez. Do you guys know why? Because When defensively, this guy wins headers. Yeah. Attacking wise, I feel his crosses are very, very, very good. And this is a center back that is playing in a right back position, people. This is a center back that is playing the right back position. I'm going to take this guy ahead of Bellerin and ahead of Cedric Soares. I think for me, since he's come back into the team, for me, he's been a bit decent. But you know what? We considered the goal. I'm going to be giving him a 5 just because we considered the goal. Xhaka. All right, people. I felt today Xhaka was a bit he had a mixed game today. All right, he had a mixed game today. Let's be very honest, guys. The goal we considered for me, I felt Richarlison went past him too easily. I felt Richarlison went past him way too easily. It was just too easy. There were 2 times like that they passed Xhaka, and I think this is the thing about Xhaka playing that position, right? Once Xhaka meets a very skillful player, yeah, that can run at him and can dribble him, Xhaka is finished. Xhaka is finished. As soon as Xhaka meets someone that is better than him with the speed and can outrun him, that's it. That's it. Whether we like it or not, we can blame Leno all we want, right? But I think Xhaka was also culpable for that goal. In my opinion, I felt it was culpable. Right now, I don't care whether it's because he doesn't have the speed. I know he doesn't have the speed. You know, he doesn't physiologically he's not there. You know, biologically he can't do beyond what, you know, his makeup can actually offer. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You were passed too easily for that cross. And honestly, I think I'm going to give him a 4. I'll give him a 4 simply because I felt in some cases he still wants some headers for us. I felt he won some headers for us, and I also felt that there were a few interceptions that he did, but when it really mattered the most, when Richarlison went past him, he did not do what was required of him. So I'm gonna give him a 4 just because of that. Yep, ESR had the bad game. Yep, ESR had the bad game. 3. Mossy Boy. That is the difference between an experienced manager and a manager that is still learning his trade. Everton not play better than us. It's just their manager set them up way better. All right. I mean, you can say that. You can say that the manager set them up better. You can also say that the players in the team sort of know how to try and score goals. For instance, now, the free kick from Sigurdsson, that was an attempt in itself, right? The attempt from Richarlison, that was an attempt in itself, right? Whether you like it or not, right? They had their main first 11 up top. They had their main first 11 up top. The question I'm going to ask you, Mossy Boy, is, did we look threatening up top? Was it not very, very obvious that we were lacking that cutting edge up top? You've brought in, what's his name? You've brought in Nketiah, who many of us don't even want to start in the first place, right? But we have to use Nketiah. Now, we had Nketiah, right? We had Pepe, we had Saka, right? And then they had Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, they have Richarlison. They have Rodriguez. They have Allen. The only person missing in today's game was Dekoru. That's the only player that is missing in Everton. They had all their first team players playing up top today. And for me, I felt, apart from that goal that we conceded, I still felt our defense tried their best a little bit better than I expected. Let's be honest. So you need to look at the 2 squads, right? You are saying that that's the difference between an experienced manager, but you're totally forgetting that the main people in our attack that's supposed to help us, right? They didn't do it for us. Okay, let's talk about Pepe. Pepe was playing the preferred position that I've been praying that he should play Pepe in the left, and I believe you yourself, you've been hoping that Pepe is going to play on the left. Today, I don't really see what he did. Saka today, for me, I'm going to get to Saka now. Saka today, for me, I felt he was also very poor. Apart from the attempt he had, what did he do in the game? Apart from that attempt and apart from the cross that he crossed directly to Pickford's hand, he did absolutely nothing in the game today. You know, he did absolutely nothing in the game today. And then you see the likes of Thomas Partey, who I'm going to get to, losing the ball right, left, and center. And he wasn't even under pressure. He wasn't under pressure. Just like Joe says, he wasn't under pressure. So what more? Look, what you're saying here, don't get me wrong, right? Definitely, Ancelotti is a more experienced manager. There is absolutely no doubt. He's a more experienced manager. He's won 3 Champions League, as a coach, and he's also won a Champions League as a player. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that Arteta is better than Ancelotti. I'm not stupid. Come on. That's a stupid talk if I'm gonna say that. Obviously, we know that Ancelotti is a more experienced manager, but this, for me, I don't think this has much to do with that. In my opinion, I just feel that these guys had their first team attacking team today. They had Calvin Lewin, they had Richarlison, and honestly speaking, I expected better from them. I expected better from those players, and I felt, apart from this stupid mistake from Leno, honestly, I think we held our own a little bit. We held our own a little bit against that attacker. But listen, it is what it is, people. We are too reliant on Saka. Definitely, we are reliant on Saka. And when Saka doesn't play well, we actually mess up. So let's just talk about Saka. Like I said, honestly, I did not see anything special from him today. He had an attempt on goal, and I think the commentator said something which I agree with. He said that Saka should improve his finishing in terms of, I think he said in the lines of, he wasn't really powerful enough with his shot. That shot was directed to the goalkeeper. And I think the other attempt he had was the one that he was trying to attempt to cross in the second half, and he gave it straight to Pickford. Today, I felt he wasn't really on it. There were a few dribbles here and there that he tried and laid the ball off for Chambers. I think there were times he laid the ball off for Chambers, and Chambers kind of swing the ball into the 18-yard box. I would say, apart from all those laying off passes, I didn't really see much that Saka did today. Honestly speaking, I didn't see. Yes, he took on some players. There was a time he took on Alan, and then Alan got a yellow card. He actually, got Alan that yellow card. But really and truly, he didn't really take on as many men as I expected him to do. He didn't really swing in those crosses as I expected him to do. He didn't really, complete all his dribbles as I expected him to do. And honestly speaking, he didn't create as much chances as I expected him to do today. So, yeah, I think today he was also poor. I'm gonna give him a 4. I'm gonna give him a 4 today. Yeah, let me see what the guys are saying. What are you saying, Joanne? Ultimately, it cost us the match. So even with the initial save, he has won. I think you're talking about Leno. We've already rated Leno, but thanks for dropping in. What was Advocate saying? Everton didn't play better, but they had better players on the pitch. They had their strongest team, as you said, Tade. Yes, this is what I'm trying to say. I totally agree with you on that. They had the better players. I mean, that shouldn't be an excuse for Arsenal. Let's be honest. A club like Arsenal Football Club, that shouldn't be an excuse. Don't get me wrong. But the situation on ground is we are relying on the likes of Nketiah. That's the situation on ground. And we cannot ignore that. We can't ignore that, people. Hey, look, man, how are you doing? It's been a while, man. How are you? Arteta needs to go, man. We are not progressing. The game was boring with no intention to go all out. I mean, listen, I've already said what I have to say about Arteta. I've already said I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. I'm going to wait till next season. If he gets better players and he's still messing up, I'll be joining you guys and saying exactly what you're saying right now. That's the honest truth, bro. That's my opinion. People wasn't effective today. Likewise, Saka, Partey was shambolic in the midfield, was shambles in the midfield, 2, 3, and 2. I think I gave Pepe a 2 as well. I gave Saka a 4. You actually give him a 3. I haven't rated Partey yet, but we'll get to Partey. Hey, look, man, what's up? If we fail to win against Villarreal and fail to win the Europa, this is by far the worst ever Arsenal season. Do you know what? Yeah, our only outlet this season is Europa. We all know that. Our only outlet this season is Europa. That's the only way forward. That is the only way we can say we've had a fair season. If we win the Europa, would you guys call it a fair season? Would you call it a fair season? Probably not. You would just say it is a way out of the mud, isn't it? It's a way to get ourselves out of the mud that we are in right now. I think that is the only saving grace. I think they need to put all their eggs in that basket now and totally forget about the league, because we are totally out of it. This was an opportunity to get closer, and we're totally out of it. How the hell are you giving the same rating as me, Mossy boy? What is going on with you, man? What is going on with you? I can't believe this. You and I are having the same rating. Nah, man. Nah. I can't believe this, man. I really cannot believe this, Mossy boy. Anyway, let's talk about Rob Holding. Rob Holding was the captain today. Let's talk about the block that he did in the first half. The block, I don't know who he blocked, but I knew he blocked the ball that was going straight in. Was it from Sigurdsson? Can you guys remind me, was that attempt from Sigurdsson or was it from Calvert-Lewin? I can't remember now, but there was a fantastic block that he put in the first half. I felt, as usual, he won a few headers here and there. Himself and Pablo Mari, that's my best partnership. Let's be very honest. Apart from that Leno mistake today, I don't think we'll have considered. Today. But Leno did what Leno does best, and I'm so glad that Randy Viper is not on here today, because he's gonna finish me. He's definitely gonna finish me. Someone said on Twitter that they're waiting for Randy Viper to be on fire today, that I need to call the ambulance. I'm so happy that Randy Viper is not here. If not, he's gonna rip into Leno. He doesn't really like Leno, but anyway, I digress. Listen, what should we give Rob Holding today? I felt him and Mari, they were on par in terms of performance, and all because they considered the goal. I'll give him a 5. Like I said, I am not giving him a 5 because I felt he was really poor. I'm giving him a 5 simply because we considered the goal. That's the only reason I'm giving him a 5. Rob has been solid for as far back as I can remember this season. He deserves a 5. I think he deserves a 5 for this game. It does. Now let's get to this guy. What should we do about this guy, people? What should we do? Because if this guy had let's assume Xhaka was the one making all the mistakes, the wrong passes that Thomas Partey was making today. The whole Twitter would have been cursing this guy's family. The whole Twitter would have been ripping into this guy. Let's be very honest, guys. Let's call a spade. Because I feel like I sent a tweet, right? I sent a tweet earlier and I said something in the lines of, is this guy tired? Is he unfit? I tweeted asking, what is wrong with Thomas Partey? Is he unfit? Is he tired? Because he looked out of sorts today, people. He looked totally, his body language in the first half, right? It's almost like Arteta forced him to play the game. It's almost like they woke him up from sleep and said, listen, man, have you forgotten you have a game today? And I was like, sorry, and then he stretched. Okay, boss, I'm gonna play. And then he got on the football pitch and he looked like he lacked concentration. Even look at the yellow card he considered. Yes, I think that yellow card, to be honest with you, I felt he did that to save the counter-attack against us. But then again, a few minutes later, he almost went to, almost got that yellow card. And then I tweeted and I was saying that, you know what, I think this guy needs to be taken off in the second half because I'm not entirely sure about him today. He looked very out of sorts. He looked as if he wasn't in the game. He looked like he wasn't ready for the game. He almost looked like he woke up from sleep and he was forced to get on the football pitch today. He was really poor. The number of wrong passes he gave today, I have never seen Xhaka give as many wrong passes in a game. Let's be very, very honest, people. I have never seen Xhaka give as many wrong passes, right? The problem with Xhaka, right, back in the days was when Xhaka makes a mistake, it leads to a goal. That was the problem. I think this guy's saving grace right now is the mistakes he makes don't lead to goals. And that's the only reason why we're giving him this much time. And because he just joined the team as well. Let's not forget. So the question now is he not recovered fully from his injury? Is he not fully fit? That's the question, because I don't get it. He was really, really, really poor today, people. Yes, he showed some glimpses of his skills. Don't get me wrong. There were some times he put in some of those passes that he normally gives and all that, those through balls. There were some times he did that. But I think generally today, he was really poor, man. He was really poor. I don't know what's up with this guy, man, today. I don't know. Maybe he's burnt out. Maybe he's tired. I don't know. But he was really poor. Partey is very poor today. Partey is a 2 for me. Look, man, yes, I agree with you on the great partnership between Rob Holding and Mari. Yep. Partey is clearly low in confidence. And for the fact that the errors from our midfielders are too similar, I must assume there's something wrong with our tactics in the midfield. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know about these tactics. Bro, I have to be very honest with you, right? Partey gave so many wrong passes to open air. It's almost like he didn't look up before he gave those passes. He gave so many passes to open space. There was nobody there to attack the ball. There was nobody to receive the ball. He was just giving it to open space. And I was like, nah, man, it didn't make any sense to me today. Those were clearly his own personal individual errors today. Those passes, those wrong passes for me, they were really, really, really bad. They were really bad. He was giving these passes when there was nobody there. It's almost like he didn't look up before giving the passes. He was really careless. He was really careless today, people. He was really careless. Honestly speaking, guys, I'll give him a 2. I'll give him a 2. And let's even go back to him. All his shots as well. All his shots are wayward. This guy needs to go for shooting practice, people. He needs to go for shooting practice. He needs to sit down with the coach and say, listen, bro, I need to learn how to shoot. There was one that he gave. The shot didn't even have any venom behind it. He had absolutely no venom. He hit a player, and I think did he go to corner? I think he went to corner. But it was a very wayward shot. And then there was another one that he kicked all the way to the stands. Nah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Liam Vince, it's easy playing in a team that plays 10 behind the ball. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you have a point. You have a point. Maybe he's not used to the system. Maybe he's not, because let's think about it, right? You know, you have a point, Liam. Because let's think about it. When he was playing Atletico Madrid, they were very defensive minded, right? And because they're defensive minded, he always had players around him where he could easily just pass a short pass to, and they move the ball forward. Do you know what I mean? So I think you have a point there. Maybe he's not used to the tactics yet. Maybe because it's almost like he didn't even look up before giving those passes. It's almost like he's expecting the player to be there and those players were not there. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like the tactics is not working for him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ceballos today. Let me take this one comment. I don't know why he's trying to take a shot. I mean, obviously he's trying to take a shot. I mean, would you have a problem with him trying to take a shot, though? I don't have a problem with him trying to take a shot. What I have a problem with is the quality of his shots. The quality of his shots are really, really poor. And that's the part I think he needs to improve on. He needs to improve on the quality of his shots. For me, he's in the right position to take the shots, but the shots are really, really poor in quality. It's almost like he hasn't had shooting practice in 15 years. They're really poor. They're really, really poor. Ceballos, listen, talking about shots, right? I felt Ceballos today, there was a time that he had a very, very good shot. He made Pickford to work for it. And I would say he was trying to make things move today. I have to give him props for that. I thought he was trying to make things work today. He was trying to move things forward as much as he could. He was changing some of the he was changing the wings. He was changing the balls to different wings when he had the ball. He was trying to spread the play. I felt today he looked a bit. If you look at that midfield, I felt to me he's the most pronounced in the midfield today. I felt he's the one that showed himself a little bit more. Even if at times sometimes he still delays on his passes, but I would say today he still looked the most enterprising. Let's not forget he considered the penalty that we had, and there was another one that he should have maybe stayed down a little bit, but he was a little bit too honest, right? And if not for the VAR, we would have definitely had that penalty. Pepe would have had the goal, and we'll all be smiling, So today, I would say just because he didn't score the goal, he only had an attempt on goal. He was a bit active today, was energetic. I think I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. Not because he did anything that badly, but really and truly, nothing he did really came off. Nothing he did really came off in terms of the attempts on goal. The shot he had against Pickford didn't get into the back of the net. So I'll just give him a 5 just because of that. I'll give him a 5. Odegaard came into the game, and frankly speaking, Odegaard didn't really do much. Let's be very honest. Odegaard didn't really do much, so I don't think he deserves a rating. All right, let's get to the main man, Arteta, and this is going to be the final one. Listen, people, Arteta for me today, I would say, let me give him the rating first. Let me just give him a rating first, okay? Let me give him a rating first. I'll give him a 2 today, okay? I'm giving him a 2 for the simple reason that we lost the game against Everton. And he's in charge, whether we like it or not. He takes the responsibility, isn't it? People will argue that Martinelli should have started in the number 9 position. Some people will argue that Nketiah. Obviously, the good thing is, I had a few people on yesterday. I had Akuma, I had Atane, and I had Mossy Boy. And even people in the chats as well. I think majority of people said they were going to start with Nketiah. Someone in the chats also said, I don't know if it was Tony Blackwell, I can't remember now. Someone in the chats also said that they should bring Martinelli on, say, 80 minutes and all that. Apparently, he came on the 70th minute today. Now, if you ask me, those subs today, I think they were a bit too late, in my opinion. it's almost like he has a little bit of Arsene Wenger in him. And this was one of my major criticism of Arsene Wenger, that Arsene Wenger leaves most of these substitutions a bit too late. And I don't know why he does that, but I think that's a habit this guy must have learned from Arsene Wenger, in my own opinion, because he leaves them a bit too late. With the way the game was going, I would have probably made that change, maybe in the 60th minute. And I felt today he didn't make them too early, right? So for me, I would say that he was poor today with the substitutions. I thought he should have done the substitutions a bit earlier, in my opinion. That's what I would have done anyways, for whatever reason. I don't know whether he's saving the players for Villarreal. I don't know. But the point of the whole matter is, if you wanted to win this game and you want to have a chance to be able to get into top 6, you need to make those substitutions early so that we can have a chance. Because going up top today, we were very blunt. Let's not forget there was a chance that Pepe put across the net. Nketiah wasn't there. You know, Nketiah wasn't there. No one was there. He just went in front of everyone. Someone needed to tap that ball in and score the goal. So honestly, today I think I'll give him a 2 today for his performance today. And I think that's it, people. That's it. Listen, like I said, it's a very, very poor day in the office. I think our only chance this season now is definitely the Europa. There is no two ways about it. We need to hope and pray that we'll be able to get far in the Europa and get to the final and just maybe nick it. Liam Vince, subs are too late, like he always waits until 70 minutes. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I felt he waited a bit too long for the substitutions. I think he should have done a bit better there. I disagree with those late substitutions because we wanted to win that game, and I felt he should have put them a bit earlier. Like I said, I don't know the profile of the players. I don't know how many minutes the players on the bench have in them. But right now, I don't care. I really don't care. All I really want right now is to win, isn't it? I'm giving the manager 0. Too late to make substitutions. I don't know about 0. It's hard to give someone 0. It's almost like he didn't do anything. If you give him a 0, that simply means he didn't even train the boys. Do you know what I mean? Lukman here gives him a 0 as well. I don't know about these zeros, man. Listen, people, thanks a lot for coming on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be back again probably on Tuesday. Next week I'm gonna be back again. I don't think I'm gonna do anything tomorrow because tomorrow I need to wake up early. I need to be out of the house. I need to be out of town as well. So yes, I'll be looking forward to talking to you guys again on Tuesday for a late night football show. I really love you guys, and I really apologize for not getting everyone in. I really do. Big up to you, Liam. Big up to you, Mossy Boy. Big up to you, Akuma. Big up to you, my Nigerian brother, Adokie. Big up to you, James Banzi. Every single person that's come on here. And big up to you, Gio. Thanks a lot for the donation. I really, really appreciate your donations. I really, really do from the bottom of my heart. Thanks a lot for appreciating my efforts. I'll be seeing you guys. Please and please and please, 8:30 on Tuesday. Make sure that you guys come on my late night football show. It's always interesting. It's always chilled. It's music and football. And I'm always looking forward to talking to you guys. It's always a chilled atmosphere. It's a nice atmosphere. You can vibe to the music. You can vibe to me ranting and talking nonsense. You can vibe to the guys that come in and call. If you want to talk to me, James Banzi, Adokie as well. If you guys want to talk to me, please and please and please make sure you come in on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. Yeah. And I'll be speaking to you guys soon. It's your boy, the Blunt Pony. Lovers be lovers, haters be haters.